This is a message to Leitrim County Council and to every single department officer who thinks they can keep getting away with what you've done. We are here to talk about Clause 7 and Clause 8 of your own homeless emergency accommodation form, the contracts you ask of vulnerable people to sign. Clause 7 clearly states, each individual is referred to tenancy support and resettlement provided by Focus Ireland and will be required to attend weekly meetings with their support worker. Failure to engage will result in the provision of temporary private emergency accommodation being withdrawn. Clause 8 states, individuals will be required to attend review meetings on a regular basis in the council offices. Failure to engage will result in emergency accommodation being withdrawn. But here's what happened. This one woman in particular signed that form twice. She engaged, she complied, she attended, and still, not once in the first 2 months of her being homeless was she ever provided with the support you list in these clauses. You broke your own agreement. You broke your legal responsibility. And now you expect her to sign the exact same form again, without any of her questions being answered. She had a mental health social worker from before becoming homeless. Instead of assigning her the support worker you were obligated to provide, you pushed her existing mental health social worker to carry your load. That social worker reached her limit and had to step away because you pushed responsibility on her that was far beyond her qualified role. You now have no social worker assigned, no tenancy support from Focus Ireland, no weekly meetings, no housing application support, no review meetings in your office, nothing. And still, you threaten her with the withdrawal of a roof over her head if she doesn't sign this again. This woman was left 18 nights sleeping in her car. You gave her a form with her child's name missing and expected her to sign it. Only when she flagged it did you bother to fix it. Now she's being passed from one officer to another, from the homeless officer to the senior executive to the housing officer and back again, with no one answering the most basic question she asked. What am I signing? What are you doing to help me? What is your plan for me? You give her 2-hour deadlines to respond to temporary accommodation offers without even explaining the supports. You ignore her medical conditions, her trauma history, her previous housing offers you rejected. And instead, you try to label her non-compliant when she simply asks for what she is entitled to. There are recordings of housing officers beginning calls by asking if she's recording and saying that if she's not, then the call can't be used for anything. What are you hiding? What are you so afraid of? You failed her for 4 years on a housing list. You failed her for over 2 years of constant pleading. You failed her when she became homeless. You failed her when she lost her baby. You failed her when she cried and begged, with nothing but questions and pain. And all you gave her was silence. She has asked repeatedly if after all this time, there is even the outline of a plan for her. And your answer is, we don't know. That's your answer from a local authority, from a council team with executive roles and legal duties. If you don't know what you're doing, then why are you in your job? Stop violating this woman's rights and start doing your job. And we repeat that because clearly you need things repeated 1,000 times before you even listen. Or maybe you're just so far gone in corruption that you don't know how to listen at all. This woman has long-term medical conditions, mental health needs, and she is homeless, still with no support, no end date and no plan. This is what you've allowed, Leitrim County Council. You've broken her rights, you've broken your responsibilities, and you've broken your own contract, not once, not twice, but over and over again. You've ignored your own responsibilities under Clause 7 and Clause 8. You've failed to provide the tenancy support. You've failed to provide the weekly meetings. You are demanding her signature on a contract that you are the ones breaking. You have passed her from one officer to another, each time dodging the real issue, each time ignoring your legal duties, each time leaving her further behind. You keep telling her to engage, she has. She's emailed, she's called, she's pleaded, she's begged, and you've chosen silence. But here's the thing, she has us now, and we will not stay silent. This woman has lost everything. She is still homeless, she still has no plan, no end date and no clarity. She is over 2 months without a stable home, and you continue to stall. We are not giving you another chance. You have failed this woman, and unless you give her what she is morally, ethically and legally entitled to, you will remain part of a growing list of government bodies who are actively destroying Irish lives. To this brave woman, we thank you for coming forward. We will protect your privacy with every word we speak. We are standing with you, and we are not giving up until you have your home. And to anyone else out there who is homeless, who is being silenced, please come to us. We will call out your council, we will name them, we will stand for you. You are not alone, we are demanding change, and this is how it starts. Email us at homeless.leitrim.ireland@gmail.com. Join us, tell a story, be heard.